Hi, this is Rachel Spangler here again. We are now just about a month and a half away from the release of Perfect Pairing, so I've got another grilled cheese video for you. Today we're going to make a sandwich called the Herd of Buffalo, as in, sure, I've heard of buffalo. And this is the signature sandwich of my main character, Hal Ryan. This is the sandwich that sort of gets her onto the scene in a big way. As the story opens, she's just had a really big write-up in a local magazine, and they focus on this sandwich. So I wanted to show you this sandwich, and I wanted to give you a little bit of background on it. And this is a sandwich that I conceived with help from my friend Will Banks. Will Banks is here.
Hi.
Will Banks introduced me to buffalo wing dip, which of course I loved immediately.
Who would not love buffalo wing dip?
And since we're shooting about the buffalo sandwich and we're talking about Buffalo, New York, where the story takes place, we're going to go ahead and do that up for you guys. So Will, why don't you talk to us first about this filling?
Well, buffalo wing dip typically has cream cheese and mayonnaise and ranch dressing and chicken in it and cheddar cheese, and you mix it all together and you throw it in and it's delicious. And so I know we started talking about how to make this as a sandwich. We thought, well, if we put all that together and put it in the bread, it'd just get mushy and would run out the sides. And so we decided to separate it into some layers. And so what we put in here was some white and dark meat chicken that we roasted in the oven, along with some hot sauce, like Frank's hot sauce or Crystal, are pretty common brands. And then we also added in blue cheese dressing. Not blue cheese dressing, blue cheese crumbles, because that's also fairly typical both of what you get when you have buffalo wings. You dip it in blue cheese dressing, but also the kind of dip. So we put that in here.
So we're going to start once again by cooking both sides of our bread. Today we're starting with an Italian bread. This is a really nice, high quality Italian bread. But because that can get a little soft in the middle, we went ahead and sliced it earlier today and left that out to help it firm up a little bit. We're also going to grill both sides of it like we do. And that's going to give us a nice crust, because this is a heavy sandwich. If you try and put this on bread that's too soft, it's going to fall right through. It's going to collapse. It's probably going to burn. So we're definitely going to want some good thick slices of bread. You're not going to want anything too soft, and you're going to cook both sides. So with this filling that we've got here, like Will said, we have the chicken, we have the blue cheese, we have the hot sauce, and then we've got our other two ingredients, which is the cream cheese and a good cheddar cheese. And when we come back, we will show you guys how we layer all those in. Alright, so as you can see, the bread has got a nice crust on it. So Will is going to go ahead and spread the cream cheese. We have already softened the cream cheese, sort of whipped that up a little bit to make it easier to spread on, because you don't want to spend too much time doing this while the other side is cooking. Then the next step is going to be the chicken filling. This is the stuff that's harder to sort of prepare on the spot, so you want to make sure this is already made up before you start making your sandwich. For those of you who read the book, you'll see how that comes back a little bit on them in the story. And the last ingredient here is the cheddar cheese. Like I said, we've just got a nice cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar. It's going to lay right on top of everything and melt down into the filling, hopefully. So the last piece there is the bread. Once again, other side. But that works too. So what we're going to do there is let that go ahead and cook. There you go. Let that cook, then we're just going to flip it. Oh, that's already getting a nice crust on it because our skillet is beautifully hot. Oh, look at that. It's delicious. Alright, so as this cooks, I'm going to remind you again and again and again that Perfect Pairing comes out the first week in July. Those of you who are going to be at the GCLS conference in Washington, D.C. will get your hands on it first, and then shortly thereafter it will be available in print and ebook from Bywater Books. I hope you guys like it. I hope these videos are making you hungry right now, because I'm starving and I can't wait to eat that. All right, so now we've got our sandwich. It's done. It's beautiful. It's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into it here because this is what you guys really want to see, right? Nice thick crust. This is the herd of buffalo. Go ahead and make it for yourself at home and then read about it in Perfect Pairing.